Sweet the whispers in your ear whenever Ember wanders near.
Yeah, so we saw the video about from Rab yesterday about Hasan going after Pegasus. It looks like we have more layers. Hasan looks like he is stepping up his disparagement of Pegasus, because Pegasus put out a video today, just a couple hours ago, titled, "I'm Getting Sued." So I want to see this. I am interested. Granted, do I fear that Pegasus is actually going to get sued by Hasan? No, of course not. Am I curious how much of an ass Hasan is going to be making of himself on this one? Oh, yes. I am very interested. So let us see. Kirby! Oh, baby, give me that tongue. Oh, give it to me, baby. Lower next time. Okay, let us just see just how far down. Let us see how, not how far down. Let us see how deeply Hasan has embraced his lol-cow gene this time.
Money to hire your law firm to sue more Pegaslop. His audience collectively have the IQ of a sea cucumber, like all together. They think he's funny. They think he's intelligent. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Kane to ass. Singapore death penalty rate. Despite the decline, the official
He's fully embraced it. He has fully embraced his under room temperature IQ lol-cowness. Holy crap! This is impressive to see. This really is impressive to see him go down this far.
designated Hasanabi villain of the month is more Pegaslop.
Welcome back to a series so salty, even Mr. Piker subscribed. In today's video, Hasan is back having the ultimate crash out over me. After yesterday's meltdown, I responded to him in a video, and he's proceeded to have another meltdown. His editors are doing some crazy deceptive cutting to try and make him look good, but it completely backfires. He starts pulling up completely unrelated defamation cases.
Jack to story about Singapore property market to comply with the court order after it found the art was defamatory to new senior government officials. What the fuck does that have to do with Pegasus?
In Singapore and threatens to sue me. Here we go again. He takes a page from Bricks and Minifigs and accuses me of doing what he did. He claims I'm the one threatening him for pointing out that he...
Wait. So... we have him pretending to be Trump. Now he's trying to pretend to be Amon McNeff. Why does Hasan always pick the dumbest fucking people to emulate? Like, the level of retardation is off the fucking charts at this point.
Accuses me of doing what he did. He claims I'm the one threatening him for pointing out that he wants me caned. Right. His fans then start slandering me, calling me far right.
And the suits, the fucking suits. Told him this looks good. One person on his team told him this looks good. He looks like a Barney reject. Like, even Barney the dinosaur wouldn't wear this color. Like, and my God, you're wearing a suit jacket. Tuck your fucking shirt collar into it. The shirt collar goes on the inside of the suit jacket, not the outside, you fucking troglodyte.
He starts defaming me, calling me a criminal, and then starts making fun of my voice like a high school bully. He then calls you guys out for watching my videos and calls you low IQ, after getting jealous of my viewership, of course. He finally declares me the #1 villain of his stream. Asmin has
for
revealed
God's
he's
sake.
a big fan of the legendary series,
Dad,
and
I
he thanks
saw.
Hasan for funding my kids' tuition. Cinema. Insufferable IRL streamer Nina
Oh,
Lane
Todd.
has confronted Twitch CEO Dan Clancy for temporarily banning her. Dan is very pleased. Subscribe or you become a
Boy.
Hasan fan. Sub-Zero IQ. Your cocks.
Let's up those numbers!
Now let's begin. Right, welcome to episode 401 of the Legendary series, where we cover trending internet drama. We did a celebration post on Instagram, check it out if you want. Anyways, so Hasan has officially made me his #1 up. I don't know how this has happened.
Okay, can I just say, when you as a content creator use the word op, you are immediately broadcasting that you are just doing this for clicks and clout. No one with half a brain says my op. That is you pretending that you're something far more important than you actually are. And he's pulling that phrase from like politics, because they use that phrase, they use like that my ops in politics as in my opposition or my opponents. That's what whenever he says, like, you probably heard Hasan say this before, my ops, he's referring to his opponents. It's shorthand, or it's an acronym for opponents. And it's used widely in politics. It's basically just showing what a fucking idiot he is every time he does it. Again, once more, it doesn't come from the street. This ops is used in politics, like it's frequently used in politics. It's, opposing party or opposing whatever. Like the streets may have picked it up, but it originates in politics. And every time it's like it's again once more exemplifying the fact that Hasan Piker is not an intelligent person and is but uses a decent vocabulary to pretend like he is, like he uses it to pretend like he's smart, and basically people that are even dumber than him just go, oh, he's a smart person. His very frequent use of ops is the prime example. Is every time he uses the word op, my ops, it's to give him a sense of legitimacy, because he's using I'll call it industry buzzwords. And so because he's using industry buzzwords, people are like, oh, he knows these really intricate terms from the industry. He must be so smart. When he's not. It's flat out pure grifting. And every time I hear him talk about my ops, I'm like, oh my God, dude, you are lowering your IQ by 1 point for every time you use that fucking phrase.
It used to be Asmongold or Ethan or even his dog, but somehow I've become the #1 villain for his stream, despite not living in America, not doing politics, and just being a drama creator covering variety, which is my job. And I find it funny, the second I try to cover anybody else, he just instantly starts crying. I need the attention, please keep talking about me. I mean,
that's it, exactly. Pegasus, he's making a joke of it, but he's bang on the money right there. Like, Hasan has basically devolved to the point where if people are not talking about him online, he starts crying. Because that's all he's got now. The only thing he's got is people calling him out on his bullshit, and that is basically how he has facilitated his streaming career now. So if people are not talking about him, he feels his own irrelevance all the more strongly. Because if people are talking about him, he gets a sense of, oh, people are upset at me. I must be relevant. So if people stop talking about him, he has to face the reality that he's an idiot. No one really gives a shit about what he has to say because his opinion is wrong practically every single time. And he means nothing because he is nothing. And that's why he starts crying every time people don't talk about him. Because he's a fucking toddler. He needs to be the center of attention.
Okay, dude, if you want another 5,000 episodes, I mean, I'm not complaining. You're funding my grandkids here. Right, so quick recap for the newcomers. Hasan threatened to sue me, and he started this weird campaign to try to get me arrested and beaten up, but it completely backfired, so he called it a joke, and basically nothing happened.
If you know like a good Singaporean lawyer, it'd be nice to try and figure out if I could pursue litigation of sorts.
So then yesterday, he went on this crazy long rant about me and Singapore and how he wants more canings to be done to me in particular. Basically wants me beaten up. So I basically responded clowning on him for being a bit of a psycho, and now he's responded with another meltdown and declaring me as his #1 op. So he starts by hiding behind his perfect excuse of it's all a joke as he brings up actual government accounts and actual laws, and then says that I'm slandering him. He keeps saying that I need to be caned and brutally beaten up because that's the only way he'd bring.
It's true. It's true. Sir! It's true. It is true. Bro, these dumbasses really be taking you serious.
See? He caught. I've told you about this before. If you watch his chat, when we get these clips of his streaming, you watch his chat. His chat will be flying, and then all of a sudden it reverses, so he can get their talking points for himself. That's his playbook. Okay? Is that his chat will be like flying around, and then all of a sudden you'll see his chat, because his chat is only my chat on the screen right now. I have no control over the flow of my chat on the screen that you see up there. I have zero control over that flow. I can like speed it up or slow it down, but I can't reverse it. What this is he is basically superimposed the chat window from his creator dashboard. He's basically added his creator dashboard chat as a source in OBS to appear on screen. That's why you'll see it flying, and then you'll see it like reverse. And because he's reading it. He's reading through it, and he's getting his talking points from it. Like he'll catch one of his chatters, give him a talking point that he can't come up with because he's not a smart individual, and so you'll see it dial back for him to grab that talking point and then vomit it off on screen. Like, yes, I can scroll through my chat. I do sometimes scroll through my chat. If I see something that you guys said and it goes by in the chat, I have to scroll back to find it. I can do that in OBS. I have a chat doc in my OBS for both my Kick and my Twitch chat. However, that is not scrolling through my chats in my OBS doc does not control the chat that you guys are seeing on the screen, because that is a completely separate chat source. This right here, the chat here that is on Hasan's screen is his chat from his creator dashboard that he has input into OBS as a source so he can scroll back and forth through it. That's what he's done here. And that's why I said you can tell that he's not an intelligent person, because you can see him constantly back scrolling through his chat to lock on to their talking points to utilize as his own and pretend like it came out of his own head.
Seriously, they should, because I am as serious as a heart attack.
No, you're
It's
not.
not a joke.
No, you're not. You're one of the most unserious people on the platform right now.
You know what's not a joke? As those who love international shipping routes, rise up, importers, exporters, rise.
And now we're into the Hasan pretending like he's in the import-export business. He did this a couple days ago. He's been riding the train where now he is. So first we have transitioned from Hasan being a political pundit and supposed expert. So he is apparently leaving behind politics because he sucks at it. And now he's promoting capitalism. The die-hard communist and socialist Hasan Piker is now promoting capitalism by pretending he is in the import-export business. Think about that. He has been diehard communist socialist for years. He has glazed communist China. He has glazed communist Cuba. He has glazed the communist democratic socialists. He has glazed the Muslim terrorists who also believe in communism and socialism. Now, all of a sudden, out of nowhere, he owns an import-export business that he's never talked about, to my knowledge, before now. Up until like probably I think the beginning of this week. Never heard about this. All of a sudden, he is now the owner of an import-export business, and now he's talking about trade routes. So now, suddenly, he's a capitalist. This man is the definition of grifter. All you people on Twitter, all of you dumb fucks on Twitter that are calling people that are like doing AI art, like, you know, calling Leaflet and Banana Juju, and like calling all the VTubers that use AI art, calling them grifters, myself included. You know, you call us grifters? This is the face of grifter right here. This is the face of it, because he has done a complete 180 out of nowhere from communist to capitalist. Like on a dime he turned. For no reason other than he realizes that communism and socialism is not making him the money that he wants. So now he's pivoting to capitalism because he thinks it's going to get him clicks, it thinks it's going to get him views, it thinks it's going to get him money. It always is about money.
Rise up. I do not want to halt
His business there. You mean your business of supporting a bunch of... So then
slander once again. Slander. Where are the Singaporean authorities? Do you
Where's the slander? Listen to what Pegasus said in the video.
exporters?
Wait for it.
Rise up. I do not want to halt
his business there. You mean your business of supporting a bunch of... So then
slander.
Supporting a bunch of terrorists is what was cut off there. His editors very conveniently cut off the part where he said supporting a bunch of terrorists, which he has. There's a plethora of video saying that he literally supports terrorism. He has literally interviewed terrorists. He literally says that Hamas are great musicians, and 100% is on board with that. He's talked about how they could cheaply use drones to commit terrorist attacks. Where's the slander? There's more video evidence than we would ever need. And so now he's desperate to be, you know, this is pathetic. He has just fully embraced his lolcow arc at this point. This is pathetic.
Slander once again. Slander.
I'm
Where are
surprised
the
he's not using the
Singaporean
soundboard.
authorities? Do you hear that? An accurate understanding of international law should not be reflected upon like this.
An accurate understanding of how the law actually works should not be representative of Hasan Piker. Dear God, this guy is so... This guy is so fucking stupid, it defies description right now. I can't. I just can't. My brain is gonna melt. Is that a Trump impression? No, I don't think that's a Trump impression. That's just Hasan being a lolcow. That's not a Trump impression. Not yet, anyway.
This is slander, I tell you. That's 10 extra canings, sir.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. What was that editing right there? So that was a Hasan Clipper channel, obviously, and it seems like they cut out the word terrorists in order to not make him look bad. Yeah, I don't know what the purpose of that was, but that is some crazy editing, right? And how is it slander when you admit it openly? You've said it over and over and over again. That is like your whole thing that you constantly go viral for on all these platforms over and over and over again. So now I get it. Hasan's entire thing is that if you play his own clips and if you say what he actually says publicly, that is actually slander. If you just point out the reality of the situation, that is now somehow slander because he doesn't like it. Bro, it's your own clips and your...
It's, again, it's This is desperation. That's what this is. This is desperation for views. He is a little attention whore, and he's starved for attention because people have gotten like, I got bored with him. Or retarded. It's both. I can word. He is an attention whore retard. Because think about it. He's fallen off in terms of other people covering. Pegasus. Think about this. This only started to happen. Okay, look at the correlation. Pegasus put out his video that said, do you guys remember? Okay, yeah, and that's where I'm going. It was several weeks ago, Pegasus put out his video that was literally titled The End of the Legendary Series. You guys remember that? It was like, what, 2-3 weeks ago, I think it was, that he put out, that Pegasus put out his video. So like, I'm done with Hasan. Hasan's just a little bitch. He's doing the same thing over and over again. There's nothing more for me to do with this. So it's the end of the Legendary Series. I'm going to pivot, start talking about other people now. I'm going to start talking about other popular content creators, like in the news space and doing like that. And I'm going to back off. I'm not going to focus on Hasan because for like 100 episodes, he was focused on Hasan. Every video he put out was focused on Hasan doing Hasan things. And then like 2 or 3 weeks ago, he said, I'm ending the Legendary Series and I'm going to start focusing on other, obviously not taking down the channel, but said, I'm not going to focus on Hasan anymore. I'm going to start like reporting on other content creators. And the moment he did that is when Hasan went off the rails and started personally attacking Pegasus. Yeah. The correlation there. He loves, Pegasus has, I'm telling you right now, Pegasus has replaced Asmongold in Hasan's head. Pegasus has basically taken over the rent-free lease in Hasan's head and is now a permanent resident. Yeah, that's what's going on here. He wants Pegasus's attention. That's why he's saying this shit. It's literally just so Pegasus will focus on him. He is that much of a little attention whore.
Own words. What do you even mean? What is this chat doing? Singaporean authorities send more Pegasus to the PP explosion chamber immediately. I'm glad your chat is filled with really mature adults, obviously. So then he starts pulling up like random articles about defamation and says that I'm doing the same thing.
It seems like we do find it quite funny. It seems like you don't. What happened? What happened? Guys, I thought
Legalize comedy.
I thought comedy was legal now.
Legalize comedy.
It's like, damn, my stream is so dog shit and so boring and I'm so unentertaining. My viewers are constantly leaving. I need to talk about Pegasus. I need to up those numbers, Let me talk about
Yeah, that's right.
the ports. Let me talk
Yes,
about
and you're
Singapore.
doing it.
He's like flailing around, like flopping like a fish out of water. And he's like, oh shit, I need to take somebody else down with me.
I will admit, I think between myself and more Pegaslop, there's only one person. There's only one person who's flopping around right now, and it's the guy who's like, I don't like these jokes. Please stop telling them. Yeah, this could be you.
Dude, Pegasus makes jokes about you being an idiot, being a liar, being a communist, being a terror sympathizer, all of which are true, by the way. You're talking about taming him and having him tilt. There's a big fucking difference. Okay. There's, do I want to say, no, I'm going to let this play out. There's too much left. I'm going to let this play out. There is a conclusionary statement for this. But I'm going to wait.
Stop playing with your meal. Bloomberg News retracted a story about the Singapore property market originally published on December 12, 2024 to comply with a court order after a Singapore judge found that the article was defamatory of 2 senior government ministers. Bloomberg contested the accusation in court. Wow, this just happened. Wait a minute. This is giving me a little bit more confidence.
Brother, what is the relevance?
Why? It put a story about a Singapore property market. Why?
You found a random defamation case about something that's completely unrelated, and when Okay, I guess they won that, therefore I will win this. I mean, what?
I know what it is. It's basically because up to that point when before Hasan saw that, Hasan didn't actually know if he could sue Pegasus. That's what it was. Because Hasan is stupid, he didn't actually know if he could sue Pegasus from the US. And so what that told him is that because it was a Singapore suing a US company, i.e. the Singaporean government suing Bloomberg News, which is a US company, that opened up, that basically let him know that, you can sue someone in a foreign nation and win. I think that's why he's so excited, because now, up to that point, all his talk about suing Pegasus was just talk when he didn't think he could actually do it. He didn't think he could actually file a lawsuit against someone that resides in Singapore. That news article is like, oh, I actually could do that if I wanted to. And lose, but he could do it.
What the actual hell is this logic? I mean, I guess he's operating off that same thing that he was doing before, where all lawsuits are the same, where he'd be like, how do you have the audacity to support this Ethan Klein lawsuit, but not his?
Someone doesn't seem to understand that Singapore has laws that make saying anything negative about politicians can be leveraged to defamation. At minimum, sometimes is a criminal offense. Correct. He doesn't know anything about the Singaporean laws. All he saw was Singapore sued a U.S. business, which means he thinks that he can reverse engineer that to sue Pegasus, or at least pretend like he can reverse engineer to sue Pegasus. Correct. He doesn't understand fuck about fuck. Let's make that nice and sparkling clear. He doesn't know anything. He is an idiot. But he basically latched onto that like, oh, it was a lawsuit that spanned country and oceanic borders. That's literally all he saw.
Lawsuit against me. Maybe because they're for different reasons. I mean, obviously, different lawsuits are different. I mean, the fact that bro wants to launch an international lawsuit because I hurt his feelings is actually crazy. And I think I've started to realize he legitimately might have a humiliation fetish because, you know, I'm trying to do variety cover.
Oh my god, he's the new Boogie. Holy fuck, Hasan is the new Boogie 2988. Flip it, mark it. Hasan is the new Boogie 2988. How long before he starts putting holes in his walls because his chat pays him $5 to do it? How long? No, I don't mean iDubbbz. I mean fucking Boogie. I said what I said and I mean it. How long till he fakes cancer? That's the next step, isn't it? That's the next step. How long before he fakes cancer? How long before he starts putting his hole in his wall because his chat donated him $20?
A bunch of different topics, and instantly he starts
yes,
crying.
I've
He's
seen
like,
the
oh
weird
my
art
god,
piece.
you know,
the
attention must be on me. You must talk about me all the time, which is something he complained about before, but it seems like he likes it. I'm perfectly fine to keep this going for all of eternity, but if you have a problem and if you're gonna cry about it, oh my god, he's making so many videos, then I guess you gotta stop first. And I totally understand why people call him a narcissist now. It's like he's very obsessed with himself. He just wants everyone to talk about him all the time. Apparently it wasn't enough to talk about it on stream. He started tweeting about me. He took that one article there, quote tweeted it.
God's
when
sake.
the beautiful state of Singapore finally holds.
Okay, I'm going to read this in the accent that I know Hasan wants it to be read in. Okay, this is when Hasan wrote this tweet. This is how he was saying it out loud, because Hasan's the type that he will actually verbalize the tweet while he's typing it. So here we go. When the beautiful state of Singapore finally lets to account more Pegasus slap for his 400 plus videos slandering me, an international business magistrate who wants to do business in Singapore. That's how he sounded in his own head when he wrote this tweet. Because that is a Trump tweet right there. By saying, when the beautiful state of Singapore by the way, let me rewind. Grammatically, this fucking sucks. It is an incomplete sentence. Shit, like, this is, like, it should have been, he forgot to add a word. Oh my god, this dumbass actually forgot to add a word in his tweet. It was supposed to be when is. This dumb fuck can't even do a proper tweet, a proper grammatical tweet. It's supposed to be, when is the beautiful state in Singapore finally going to hold to account more Megaslop for his 400 plus videos slandering me, an international business magnate who wants to do business in Singapore? He literally can't even fucking tweet properly now. It should have been, when is the beautiful state of Singapore finally going to hold to account more like even then it doesn't make fucking. Oh my god, I'm gonna give myself a stroke trying to read this. Fuck, we have to move on or I'm gonna like just pass out from having a brain aneurysm.
To account more Pegaslop for his 400 plus videos slandering me. That is literally slander right there, by the way, because I guess bricks and mini
Hasan relevance.
See from upside down. I fucking love it. That is it. That is Hasan to a T, upside down and backwards.
fakes is suddenly Hasan now. Jason the Ween is suddenly Hasan now. Everybody else is actually just Hasan, right? And also saying that I'm slandering you is actually slandering me. So, you know, it goes both ways here. In international business.
Oh my god. Is Pegasus? I would laugh my fucking ass off if Pegasus actually sues Hasan for slander. Because if he sues Hasan for slander, it would be the Singaporean laws for slander, not the US laws. And my guess is the Singaporean laws for slander are a bit more strict than the US laws. Pegasus, I don't know if you watch my stream. I don't know if you watch my videos. This would be the laugh riot of the fucking year. You would become even more famous than you already are. You would win the fucking internet if you legitimately sued Hasan for slander. That would be diabolical.
Magnet who wants to do business in Singapore, of course, your billions and trillions of dollars. What is this edit, bro? What is wrong with you? Like, you've actually made an insane obsession. Like, nobody likes you. Just give it up, man. I really don't get your hatred of him. How many posts have you done that's this joke? I don't know. I don't know what's his new obsession. I guess he got rejected by Asmongold, someone who he's totally obsessed with. So I guess he needed to pick another target. He needed to pick on someone his own side.
That's what it is. Asmongold doesn't talk about Hasan that much anymore. I'm not sure how much Nux talks about him, but he tries to pretend Nux doesn't even exist. Like the only people he really cared about talking about him was Asmongold and Pegasus. Asmongold hasn't been talking about him all that much. He's kind of like put him by the wayside. Shuan had issued him a critical hit, which really started his rapid decline. And then Pegasus put out the legendary series is over. I'm not going to talk about Hasan anymore. And then he just lost his shit because he's like, oh my God, these other big YouTubers and streamers aren't talking about it anymore. I don't have any more legitimacy. I've got to go after them so will talk about me before to actually artificially give me some kind of legitimacy.
Right? Asmon was 10 times bigger, completely dwarfing him in everything, so he needed to come down to like a sloptuber's level, which is honestly just embarrassing for you. You're supposed to be the biggest leftist commentator, oh my god, actually inspiring change, electing mayors, doing all this stuff, but your greatest
electing mayors that denounced him on national TV and wouldn't allow him into the victory party. Just as a reminder, Hasan was not on the list for Kamdami's mayoral victory party.
Stop is some random dude in his room from the other side of the world. Like, what the hell? A decade younger than you? So then they start plotting on how to actually sue me.
Singapore law firms are extremely expensive and their law system don't play around. Pegasus would be cooked really fast and lose badly and get at least 2 years in prison.
No. For what?
We do Singaporean arbitrations all the time. Let's get him. If you hire me to run your Singaporean litigation, I'll give 500.
Oh my God. Please tell me Hasan is about to get grifted. Oh my God. Is this guy about to scam Hasan? Well, that would be fucking brilliant. If Brothel Sprout grifted Hasan and said, hire me to run your Singaporean litigation, I'll gift you 500 subs, gets Hasan to send him all kinds of shit that he can be used against him, and the guy just laughs and fucks off. Please, please redeem, sir. Sir, please redeem.
Subs, that's crazy. You're going to give me money to hire your law firm to sue more Pegaslop in the beautiful nation state of Singapore?
Oh my God. I mean, can you imagine that I did the same thing as these Hasan orbiters where, you know, you get a lawsuit and then you start a GoFundMe, right? Because this guy is suing you. You need to pay your legal expenses. Can you imagine the lawsuit against Hasan? Like, how much money would that actually raise? I legitimately think that might raise like over $10 million. And I'm not even popular. I'm actually pretty irrelevant in the grand scheme of things. I'm not even like considered a creator or a mainstream person at all. I'm just like
Pegasus, my guy. Yes, you are. Do not sell yourself short. You are a big fucking voice in this space. Please don't sell yourself short. You are 100% one of the big content creators in this space. Without question, my guy. You have multiple people that watch your videos. Big people. Hasan being one of them, despite what you might say, he does have a large viewing audience. Asmongold. You've got Rev watching your videos. You have Neef watching your videos. Like, you have big content creators watching you, listening to your voice. You are an absolutely a big content creator in this space. Without question. Do not sell yourself short, my guy.
the guy who's a viewer who was talking about these figures who happened to get some views or whatever. But I think the amount of people that just don't like Hasan, I think they would legitimately just donate out of spite. Now, I would prefer that not happen, but hey.
Yeah, Shu absolutely watches him. Shu absolutely watches Pegasus. Like all of the big content creators in this kind of space that kind of either are are deep into the political sphere or keep tabs on the political sphere or keep tabs on the social sphere, because this is both political and social when it comes to Hasan. Yeah, the commentary space. All of the big names watch Pegasus. All of them.
They would legitimately just donate out of spite. Now, I would prefer that not happen, but hey, if you want to, drain all your finances, I mean, I'm down to go there. I got all day. I mean, I got all the time. I'm perpetually unemployed, so, Right, so then he tries to pull an Uno reverse card saying that I'm threatening him because I pointed out that, in my opinion, his beliefs are way more opposite to, Singaporean values because, he's a far left radical communist that said his own country.
Okay, here's where I have to correct you, Pegasus. He is a pretend communist. The fact that he's talking about how he is an import-export magnate is specifically an example of how he is a pretend communist and socialist. But again, he is now pivoting away from his communist socialist grift to his capitalist grift.
Deserved a terrorist attack, and he supports designated terrorist orgs in America. So I don't know. I'm just pointing out the facts here, but it seems like this part is going to get edited out, obviously. Also the part where, he's banned from the UK and then he's potentially not even going to be allowed in the country. I mean, this stuff all gets edited out. And the funniest part about all of this, on the 0.0001% chance that this deranged psycho is even allowed into Singapore, you would be the one more likely to be caned in this scenario, I'd say.
What? Singapore, the beautiful nation state of Singapore. Do you see this? He is issuing a direct threat.
How? How is that a threat? At what point did At what point did Pegasus say that he himself would track Hasan Piker down and strike him with a cane? How did he say that? When what he actually said, again, I know we're shocked that Hasan is basically taking what was said and twisting it into a Peruvian knot in order to fit his agenda. Shocking, I know. When Pegasus said if he showed up in Singapore, it would be more likely that Hasan would do something to get himself caged versus Pegasus. How is that a threat? And by the way, he knows it's not. This is like what we're seeing right here is performative. This is absolutely performative. This is Hasan basically hyping it up for his audience because, let's be real, his audience is even dumber than he is. So he's basically trying to gaslight them to get them hyped up. Why? So they'll give him money. That's literally the entirety of the rationale behind everything Hasan does. Everything that he does, or literally everything, is for the express purpose of gassing up his chat in his favor in order for them to give him money. Which, by the way, you'll notice in every single clip that we watch, something I should point out, and this actually kind of bugs the fuck out of me. In every single clip that we have ever seen about Hasan, we see his little alerts in the lower right-hand corner. So we see all the time that people basically do primes, they do subs, they do gifteds. We see his little, communist Kaya icon pop up saying that someone gifted or did a prime or did a sub or something. He not once has ever said thank you. Not fucking once. He gets primes, he gets gifts, he gets subs. He does not thank a single person for gifting him a sub or for subscribing. Yeah, he is completely, like, that more than anything disgusts me. That absolutely disgusts me. The same way I was disgusted with Extra Emily. Like when she was doing her bullshit apology video. And Drew, of course you would do that, right? I'm saying this. Thank you, Drew. Thank you for the 10 gifted. Thank you very much. And yes, to them, they're literally below ATM use. Exactly correct. Extra Emily did this too. When she was doing her bullshit apology video for getting busted for nearly getting into an accident while talking to chat, she did her fucking apology video, and during that, somebody gifted her 100 fucking subs while she's doing this apology. On stream, she gets gifted 100 subs in one shot. Her response? Oh, thank you for the 100 subs. In that tone. I'm not being hyperbolic either. That was the level of tone that she said, oh, thank you for the 100 subs or the 100 gifted subs. Not fucking care. It was expected. She treated it like it's expected that people are that someone is going to gift her 100 subs. Yeah, Tectone did say something about that inside Scrolls. You know who said something about that before Tectone did? Fucking me. The day she did it, I came on stream and went fucking apeshit about her doing that. The day she fucking did it, I went live. And I fucking ripped her ass a new one for doing that kind of bullshit. It's fucking disgusting, and Hasan does the same shit. He never even acknowledges when people gift him subs or subscribe themselves, and it's fucking disgusting. These are the people that got you to where you are. They are the reason why your only job is to stream. The fact that you do not thank the very people for making it possible for you to do your bullshit lying for a living is disgusting. And I don't think there's anything more vile in a streamer than someone that does not give a fuck about the people that are supporting them and allowing them to continue to do what they do. That is in my top 5 of why I will hate you as a streamer. That is easily in the top 5. And Hasan, Extra Emily, all of them. that basically just act like they don't give a shit that they just got gifted $1,000 worth of subs in one shot. Fuck you. You don't deserve your audience. You don't deserve the generosity that these hardworking people gave you. You're pathetic. Ed, thank you, Super Leg. Thank you very much. Okay, sorry, I had to go off on that little tangent because that still bothers me to this day.
Saying that I would not be welcome, that my money is no good. Look at the suit. I am an
You mean the suit that you're wearing only because Shoe on Head shamed you into wearing it? Is that the suit that you're referring to? The one to hide your tubbiness because Shoe pointed out that you're getting a little squishy around the middle? That suit?
international shipping magnate. I move assets to the tune of billions of dollars daily, if not weekly, is unacceptable.
Again, the pivot. He's now into his fake capitalist arc. Communism and socialism wasn't making him the money it used to. So he had to pivot and now go into his fake capitalist arc. Anybody that is not seeing this, you need to wake the fuck up. Hasan fans, as a reminder, for any Hasan fans, and I know there's a few of you that watch me, I see you in my comment sections. I know a few of you Hasan fans are watching me. Listen up. 3 weeks ago, he was all in on communism and socialism. All the fuck in. Glazing China, glazing Cuba, glazing the Democratic Socialist Party. He was all in on that. Now, all of a sudden, I'm an import-export magnate moving billions of dollars on a daily basis. I thought he was a communist and a socialist. That sure sounds a lot like capitalistic talk to me. That all of a sudden he's talking about import-export and moving billions of dollars overseas in business and trade. Sounds very capitalistic to me, don't you think?
About to book a 20K trip to Singapore and infuse cash into the local economy, but now I'm traveling to Japan instead. Many such cases. Many such
Again,
cases.
So I don't
using
think
his
people
chat
get it
for talking.
making YouTube videos. That's more likely for drugs. You fucking moron.
He must be on drugs if he is saying such things. I don't even understand it.
Right. So he wants me caned. I point out the facts that he's more likely to face consequences than me, but that is the threat. Well, I mean, who the fuck, like, who's actually following this logic legitimately? You're the one who's talking about more.
Thank you, Nguyen. It's more than enough. It's more than enough. You don't even have to give me any kicks as long as you're enjoying yourself. That's all that I care about.
Canings, more canings. Like, dude, if anyone is issuing a threat, it's obviously you. Me responding to your threat doesn't make it a threat. You know, at this point, I feel like we're in that Meat Canyon video where we're both actually giving each other content. Except this is a wonderful scenario for me because
he's right. Meat Canyon put this out too soon. He put this out a little bit too soon because Pegasus is absolutely right. He should have replaced Asmongold with Pegasus.
both actually giving each other content, except this is a wonderful scenario for me because this is my content, right? Farming idiots on the internet, talking about YouTube or streamer drama, but this is not your content. You're not supposed to be doing drama. You're supposed to be covering real world politics, causing real world change, actually affecting elections, saving the world, you know, saving America, fighting for the working class, getting people to vote, you know, being a on-the-ground journalist, a respected political commentator. So just by engaging in this petty YouTube drama, as you call it, you are automatically losing. This is supposed to be beneath you. I will happily do this for the next 20 years if I have to because I enjoy it. You know, it makes me money. My viewers enjoy it. I love it. But for you, I mean, this is just tragic, man. This is a new low. Imagine Hasan, the supposed revolutionary here, reduced to beefing with a slop tuber. Number one up became a slop tuber. Yeah, so there's been a bunch of like Twitter clips. Hasan continues accusing Pegasus of cyber stalking.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Is Pegasus stopped talking about him, so now he's going all in, and now it's going up like Yeet's talking about it. And by the way, this is also commentary about Pegasus. You are big in this space because Yeet's talking about you. Was it Pirate talks about you. Like all the big Twitter, Twitter commentators constantly bring him up. Pegasus, you are big in this space. Never forget that. What the fuck is cyberstalking? Cyberstalking is a real thing. Okay, cyberstalking is a real thing. It's basically if you facilitate stalking someone, only you're doing it through like social media. So cyberstalking kind of what falls in the lines of like doing harassment of someone through social media. Like remember back in the day where it was originally called cyberbullying, where people like through Facebook, they would just harass the fuck out of people on Facebook. It's what was causing teenagers to unfortunately end their own lives because they were getting harassed unmercifully by their peers through Facebook, and it was like destroying them socially. Effectively speaking, that is what cyberstalking is, just for adults instead of just like bullying of teenagers.
Harassment invoking the SG government in his businessman meme format. Who responded, I've heard Hasan cry cyberstalking with this Pegasus guy. I never looked into it, but he's so delusional. And they've put a screenshot of my channel, and Hasan is not even a single thumbnail in the last like 10 videos here. I mean, I guess he's mentioned, but that's because he's calling me out, so I have to respond, because otherwise his deranged lunatic fan base is going to run with a false narrative, so I'm forced to respond. So I wouldn't even say that really counts, to be honest. But it seems like he got very annoyed that he's no longer the center of attention here. I think Asmongold needs to talk about him again, because he's legitimately having like withdrawals here. He's trying to go to his side piece, which is, I'm not interested, man. Right, so then his fans start calling me far right. Bro, what is wrong with these people? Just because somebody disagrees with your radical far left commentator doesn't mean they're far right.
I watched Pegaslop all the time before I found your channel. Back when he was someone saying it's honestly a miracle I was able to escape that far right pipeline.
Wow. And this chatter even admits to being a puppet. At least he's able to admit it. Like, the buzzwords on this, like this is honestly so sad. That the moment somebody has somebody has an opinion at all different from these people, they instantly categorize it as a far right pipeline. Like the buzzwords don't work anymore, dude. All using these buzzwords like far right pipeline do is just highlight the fact that you're a loser. You are a worthless individual. You know you're a worthless individual. You hate the fact that you're a worthless individual living in his mom's basement. And so you're going to strike out at anybody that goes against the cult that has embraced you and said, we'll accept you for who you are as long as you goose step in line with our ideology. That's all it is. This is just this is just another version of Nazi, Istaphobe, PDF, so on and so forth. It's another, like, it means nothing. This expression of far right pipeline means literally nothing.
Yeah, he decided to pivot his content in its entirety to just making videos about me, and then also people that have ever appeared on my show for some weird reason.
He did. Then he stopped a couple weeks ago, and you lost your shit because he stopped talking about you. You fucking narcissist.
But we're just having fun. He used to farm Mr. Beast before you. Ask yourself, would you feel good in my situation? See, he's still doing it. Keep talking. The More Legendary series is officially over. More Pegasus living rent-free and his tiny head is diabolical. How can I be okay? The Legendary series is over. Look at the suit. What does the suit tell you? It tells me that you're still self-conscious about what Shuan had said. They live in a totally separate universe, too.
That's the one that he stopped the comment on, is the fact that Shu caused him to basically go, oh shit, I really am getting fat. And Shu basically issued a critical hit against him. That's the one that he stopped on to comment. Uh-huh. He's still feeling it. He still knows that he's feeling a little tubby. As a reminder, He's already said on his stream that when this new next level Ozempic gets through trials that is for weight loss, he's going to get it. He's already gone through the poor pity me party where he claims he has an obsession with food and that he loves food and all he thinks about is food. He did that on his stream, by the way. He did like a full, at least a full segment of his stream, like maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks ago, where he was basically just doing the meek, the meek and helpless little boy thing, where it's like, I really like food. It's all I can think about it. It's such a problem. I've had to deal with this all my life. It's so horrible. Don't you feel bad for me? I'm telling you that I'm a bad person because I like food a lot and I was fat as a kid and I have a medical condition where I like food and it's all I think about. And so I'm going to have to get this new wonder drug that's going through trials because I like food. Yeah. It's like it's honestly hilarious. We're seeing the de-evolution of Hasan Piker in real time. And it's fucking hilarious. It is absolutely hilarious to see this devolving in real time.
Like it's very strange. This universe that they live in is like an alternative universe where I'm doing things because of the videos that they universe that they live in is like an alternative universe where I'm doing things because of the videos that they've made or whatever. It's like terminally online and totally removed from the real world.
Ah, yes, terminally online. Says the guy that literally streamed 10 hours a day for a large part of his career. I don't know how much he streams now, maybe a couple hours less, but dude, how are you calling anybody else terminally online? Streamers are vastly more terminally online than YouTubers. We make a video and then go live life. Your entire...
To quote Asmund, shut up, fatty. I'll do you one better. Silence, Tubbo.
Your life is online. Even when you're not online, you're watching Asmongold in your car or you're tweeting about shit. Also, I love the Hasan fans just making up shit like, oh yeah, I watched Pegaslop all the time. No, you did. No, you didn't. There's nobody who ever watches me and then goes to Hasan and becomes a Hasan fan. Now, oftentimes it's the other way around. Like, you watch Hasan and then eventually you realize you're exposed to different perspectives and you realize, okay, this guy's just lying.
Need some more work. We need more alliteration. If I do any more alliteration, I could get in trouble. Hence why I have not done more alliteration. I'm trying to avoid problems.
About a lot of things, and then you can become a Pegasus fan, you can become a whatever fan, but it never goes the other way, because why would you ever go from the truth to a bunch of lies, right? And you can keep LARPing as a fan, but we all know you were gargling on the Hasan balls all of this time. Also, they just said this guy used to make regular drama videos. What am I doing now? What the fuck are you even talking about? Pull up the channel, dog. I'm still doing that. I've been doing that. I cover a variety of different topics.
Okay, side note, Miss Kith, you need to change your look. You look like a psychopath. Seriously, look at this face and tell me you're not looking at the face of a psychopath right now. Anyway, this looks like the person that you would see on Netflix's To Catch a Killer, okay? I refuse to accept any other alternative.
Now, just because I occasionally include your God and Savior, Hasan, your cult leader, it doesn't mean that everybody else is far right. I dislike all extremists, whether it's far right, far left. I disavow all of it. I'm not a fan of people like Hasan or even people like Sneeko. Both ends of the political spectrum are... I'm more a fan of civilized disagreement, talking issues out, and actually being more of a moderate, and actually listening to both sides, getting perspectives, and...
Yeah, the psychopath that looks like a synth wearing a vest. As a reminder, some of the most prolific psychopathic serial killers in human history looked like average, well-dressed individuals, like the Mr. Rogers type. Okay, you look at the history of prolific serial killers. They don't look like quote unquote crazy people. They look like normal, like middle class individuals. To include wearing just like a normal like dad sweater like that. That's like that's what makes that is what makes them prolific, is because you don't realize what they are until they're already killing you. So, yeah, Ted Bundy, oh God, what's his name? Gacy, John Wayne Gacy. There was another one. His name went right out of my head. Oh God, I can't remember his name now. Oh, there was a third one. Dahmer. Thank you. Yes, there it is. Jeffrey Dahmer. They all looked perfectly normal, middle class, almost dad-like. That's what made them so effective, is because you never knew what they were until it was too late.
Coming up with a reasonable solution, right? Without actual conflict.
Hang on, I haven't gotten an opportunity to do this in a while. Kick mods, yeet that bitch! Thank you, GBP.
Or Hasan's numerous clips of advocating murder or random shit like that. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. I find it abhorrent. And I don't think a lot of countries like that either. You can keep your extremism where you are. Anyway, speaking of defamation, he then calls me a criminal out of nowhere and then makes fun of my voice, trying to be like this high school bully or something.
It seems you've opened the Singapore commerce route for these essay content merchants. Dude, I don't know why he puts a smile on my face. Every time I see more Pegaslop, I get happy. I mean,
Okay. So then tell me something, Hasan. Your statement, publicly, recorded, just now, was every time I see more Pegasus, he puts a smile on my face, I get happy. So how do you think you have any grounds to file a lawsuit against him for defamation? By the definition of defamation, you would be unhappy with what Pegasus says about you. That is kind of the definition of defamation. You are displeased with what someone has said about you because it is a falsehood that is impacting you negatively. You just said every time you see Pegasus, you smile. He makes you smile, and you can't because you're happy. Care to explain?
he's a criminal, and he's obviously put me in a great state of emotional distress. I think
Yet you're happy. Do you see how stupid he is right now? Do you see how abjectly stupid this thing is? He starts off by saying, every time I see Pegasus, I smile, he makes me happy. And then in literally the next breath says he's put me in a great deal of emotional distress. Dude. Stop. Just stop. Get some help.
there's something really funny about the fact that he just sounds like such a goddamn nerd. I can't get over it. Like, I don't know
Nerds
if
are
this
sexy.
is.
That's it. Oh my God, I realized why he's so jealous of Pegasus. He thinks Pegasus sounds like a nerd. Nerds are sexy. He's not a nerd. He damn sure ain't sexy. That's why he's jealous of Pegasus. That's it. We've cracked the code. Thank you, Seraph Taviary, or Seraph. Oh God, I'm butchering your name. I'm sorry, Seraphy Caviary. Thank you for the sub.
I don't know if this is, partially because we've just expected worse and worse content in our endless bottom of the barrel slop quest. But like, I can't find myself sincerely tuning into a guy that sounds like this. No disrespect. Like, he is audibly, you know how people say you got a face for the radio? He's got a voice for being quiet, I guess. I don't know what he would be on. He's got a voice for print media.
Got him.
Wow, you're
Well-
so cool, man.
You
just
got
a
him there,
nerd, while
Hasan.
you're a jock. You're such a cool guy with your shoulder pads. I mean, dude is trying so hard to be like this high school bully, but you're not in high school anymore, buddy. Oh, your voice is weird. You're such a nerd. I mean, I don't really care what he thinks at all. I love my voice. I think I sound pretty decent. And it looks like a lot of people like my voice as well because they tune in every day, and I'm very grateful, right? But it's crazy he's always like trying to project his insecurities upon other people as well. Obviously, in a previous clip as well, he was trying to make fun of my appearance, and then he would pull up my Instagram. To be fair, he did actually give props to me.
And he is actually, okay, respect. Debunking the no pants allegations. Okay, Pegasus, you win this round. I'm proud of you, okay?
But
Yeah, because he realized, oh shit, I can't say anything because he's in better shape than I am. When he was fully expecting to open up Pegasus's Twitter and see him, and he was and thought that, you know, even though we can see he's in decent shape from the shoulders up here, he was expecting Pegasus to have like a gut on him. Opens the picture, realize, oh shit, the man's more fit than I am. Uh-oh. Is Hasan actually into dudes? Unconfirmed? Suspectedly, yes. That's all I can say. It is unconfirmed, but is suspected. Suspected only.
I mean, he was definitely trying to, you know, pick on me or whatever. It just didn't happen to work because unlike what he thinks, not all of your ops are like super fat basement dwellers or whatever you think they are. Also, how am I a criminal? I've never been convicted of...
Didn't he blow Destiny? No, you're thinking of Nick Fuentes. You're thinking of the wrong person. It was Nick Fuentes that blew Destiny live on stream. And yes, that's real. They were live when Nick Fuentes gave Destiny a blowing. Yes, I'm not bullshitting you. That happened.
any crimes. I mean, this guy's been crying defamation all this time, and yet he's talking like this, dude. So then he calls out you guys, the viewers, for actually enjoying and liking my content, which means he started this in order to bankrupt him. How is it not incredibly shitty? I mean, he's obviously wanted to go like full demon time, right? Full John Wick mode. It's called a slap suit.
I think it's pretty crazy that this guy just sits around and watches other people's contents, like commentary on issues, and just goes, they're stupid, and people go crazy for it. The fact that he's capable of farming.
Hey Hasan, you're sounding a little jealous there. Are you letting your jealous girl flag fly? Are you upset because people are telling you you're pretty?
207,000 views in 2 days for this bottom of the barrel Redditor content is actually kind of remarkable.
Bottom of the barrel Reddit content, says you, pal. But you know, it's kind of lucky for you, Hasan. You actually caught me at my irrelevant stage. Now, 200K is a lot of views, but if you recall, you know, just before this, I used to get millions of views talking about more popular people like Mr. Beast, KSI, Logan Paul, or even random viral clips on my main channel. But then I decided to talk about way more irrelevant people such as Hasan, and unfortunately, it just cooked my views.
Oh, that's right. I got it backwards, wasn't it? It was Destiny that did the blowy, not Nick Fuentes. I reversed it, didn't I? My apologies. To ensure factual correctness, it was not Nick Fuentes that did the blowy part. It was Destiny that did the blowy part. Never let it be said that I want to make sure that I don't want to make sure that all of the facts are properly in place.
Completely tragic, of course. Okay, that is one reason, but the second is I make much longer videos now, right? 2 or 4 times longer, which obviously gives you a more like, I guess, a more dedicated community, but less expansive.
Okay, but are you serious? No, I'm dead serious. That's not a joke. Of the thing with Destiny and Nick Fuentes, that's not a joke. That legit happened. Live on stream. Live on Destiny stream. That is a real thing. They forgot to turn the stream off. And yes, it was done on stream.
I guess a more dedicated community, but less expansive. But I mean, I will take the props, I guess. I'm pretty happy with where I'm at. And yeah, I'm happy to somehow sustain this for several years. What can I say? I guess it's not just, you know, the same video every time, as you say, and maybe there's actually more to it. Maybe it's the voice. Maybe people actually love the voice that you actually hate so much. And maybe we actually have humor, we're entertaining somewhat. Maybe that's a possibility and we're not all far-right extremists, whatever the fuck you're saying. Delusional political brain rot. And people have pointed this out, but I think one of the reasons he's so mad and so jealous is because it sometimes beats out his own channel. And he's the biggest leftist streamer in the world. The fact that he can barely compete with some random slop tuber, that's gotta be rough. I mean, pretty much by all standards, I should be 100 times smaller than him by every metric, yet somehow I'm now his #1 up for some reason. So then he starts reacting to a video by a small commentary channel, and this guy just really hates me or whatever, and these videos have like, I don't know, 1 to 3K views. How do you even find this stuff? What the fuck, dude? I guess it's like Twitter clips, but
I guarantee you, he's got a team of people that combs through YouTube and Twitter looking for people talking about him. And for anyone that talks positively about him, they absolutely fire it his way. Go, here, this person was nice to you. Talk about them on stream. I guarantee he's probably got a full fucking team of like 15 or 20 people that their only job is to scrub through the internet looking for content that praises him to high heaven just so he can promote it on stream.
who is clipping this? Like, your haters must be scrolling down and down into the YouTube depths, bro, because this shit ain't popping up. Anyways, he also starts laughing about the death penalty, as you do. If you want friends, then stop supporting terrorists. Probably tone down the rhetoric. You realize that anyone who even wants to support you...
Yeah. Fuck, we're doing... I'm... Okay, I promise I'm not doing this on purpose. I am not trying to engage in react section every fucking stream. I didn't know this was going to happen, okay? I promise, I had no idea if this was going to happen.
Is completely hounded because you are that extreme. You are a social pariah. And he's such a omega crybaby, dude. Always playing...
I famously have no friends and no fans. Pegasus took...
No, you don't have friends. You have useful idiots that you pretend are friends. But no, you actually, Hasan, don't have friends. You don't even have a girlfriend. She broke up with you because, unlike you, she wants to actually have children. And she knows that you are not able to provide that for, we'll say, biological reasons. So, yeah, you don't. You have people that you use and call them friends so they will not fuck off because you're using them.
all the fans and friends away. He literally offers nothing. Are you kidding me? He offers the latest and greatest content. This is what the people want. Pegaslop.
Victim. By the way, you just know if Hasan caught one of his haters saying something like, oh,
is that diaper photo still up? I think it is. I think it's right here. I don't think he's taken it down, so I think it's still, I think that may be it right there. It's either right there or right up here where we can't see it. But yes, I believe the diaper photo is still in place.
I'm so alone. He's gonna call them loser incels. Anyway, so then he randomly starts talking about executions. Dude, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, 1 second he's like, hey, I really love your channel. Let's go to the gym together. Oh my god, you're jacked. Oh my god, you're jacked, bro. Now he's talking about executions.
What's the problem? It's Singaporean law. You don't like the Singaporean legal system, the place you live? He's just going demon time.
Yes.
No fucking way. This motherfucker did not just unironically say Hasan is going demon time. No, I refuse. I refuse to believe that this guy literally, who is trying to dress like Hasan, by the way, he's literally trying to look and dress like Hasan, unironically just tried to claim that Hasan is going demon time. Yeah, you're right. I've got to say it. Gamer, he's not gonna fuck you. No matter how much you glaze him, Hasan is not going to fuck you. I'm sorry.
Oh, Singapore has the highest rate of state-sponsored executions on the planet.
He's not randomly talking about executions. He's talking about Singaporean law. And apparently, Singapore has a lot of executions, and you live there.
Singapore death penalty rate. Despite
Fuck, Hasan! God damn it, fix your audio! Oh my god, that fucking hurt. Whatever the fuck he just did to his microphone, I don't know how much you guys heard it. That hurt my fucking ears, whatever he was doing with his microphone there. God, stop it, asshole!
to decline, a large percentage of the public are supportive of the use of the death penalty, with more than 80% of Singaporeans. I'm not going to lie, this is one of my funniest ongoing bits.
You can't make this shit up. This guy instantly said funniest bits while he was reacting to a clip of him talking about executions. Hilarious, man. Actually very funny. And I feel like this is particularly insane.
Well, is it a surprise? You know, Hasan supports terrorism. Terrorists do daily executions of people that do not follow their religious or ideological beliefs. Of course he's going to laugh about it. He supports it. He has supported it for fucking years with the Houthis and Hamas and Hezbollah, who are all terrorist organizations who execute innocent civilians on a daily basis. Of course he's going to laugh about it because he supports terrorism.
Because, like, isn't this a dog whistle? You talking about executions? I mean, in all my commentary of Hasan, I've never once, like, organically hinted at him actually being harmed, because I don't believe in that. I believe in the law actually being applied fairly to all people, or maybe something like Twitch TOS actually being enforced evenly. But even I don't joke about these things because, I mean, his debate opponent was assassinated, right? At least in the USA. This sort of political stuff is very dangerous. Now, over here, it's completely opposite. You know, laws are enforced. It's much more chill. There's less crime, less lunatics. Arguably one of the safest places on earth, and I'm very grateful for that. But it's just crazy to go for this angle. I don't know. If I was a bad person, I would play tit for tat, but I prefer to stand by my morals and actually not sink down to that level. And I always insist, as much as I can, no one should, you know, ever leave a comment or harass him or anything like that. Anything you ever have to say, always keep it to this comment section, because it's a way of showing that we are actually a respectable community, and unlike you know, his lunatic fan base or whatever. And it's a shame that he never really shows that level of courtesy. Right, so then he proceeds to call you guys a low IQ.
I don't think that there should be a lawsuit against him. I don't think that he should be legally forced to retract statements. I think that if he should be retracting statements, it's because of him coming to a better conclusion, perhaps societal pressure, perhaps comment section pressure. But the
That's never happening, dude.
He's going, wow. So Hasan is completely ignoring. If I'm understanding this correctly, this guy who was glazing Hasan literally just said Pegasus has done nothing wrong, which he hasn't. Hasan's, like, the guy, the Hasan glazer, that he tuned into this video specifically because he was glazing Hasan, just said Pegasus hasn't done anything wrong. He has no reason to retract anything said. And Hasan's response...
pressure, perhaps comment section pressure, but the...
That's never happening, dude. His audience collectively have the IQ of a sea cucumber, like, all together. Have you seen his comments, dude?
Have you seen yours?
They think he's funny. They think he's intelligent. They're unsalvageable.
Idea that some...
No, the answer is clear, okay? Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
There it is. He just said his audience thinks that he's funny. His audience thinks he's intelligent. The Hasan glazer that he's watching just said Pegasus did nothing wrong. Hasan's response? Pegasus should be canked because he doesn't like what Pegasus is saying about him, and it's factual. If anyone right now has a case against Hasan, it's Pegasus. That's the funniest thing. The only one that might potentially have a case right now is Pegasus against Hasan. Yeah, I see it. Hey, sea cucumbers are smart. I know.
Kane to ass.
Okay, now you've crossed the line. You can make fun of me all you want. You can want me caned, executed, whatever. But don't you insult my audience, okay? They are the absolute goats of this world. Legendary humans, if I do say so myself. I'd say they have pretty high IQ. You gotta be pretty base to clown on Hasan. And even higher IQ to enjoy the legendary series.
Thank you,
so
Griffin.
you can keep coping, man. Anyways, in a grand conclusion, he declares me the main villain of the Hasanabi stream.
There
The
it
official
is.
designated Hasanabi villain of the month is more Pegaslop. Okay? I don't want to know about
And the only reason why that is because Pegasus is the one giving him the most attention. That's why. Asmongold doesn't care anymore. He talked about Asmongold so much because Asmongold would reciprocate. Asmongold would farm him. Asmongold doesn't farm from Hasan anymore. Why? Because he's boring. That's why. Asmongold has there's nothing left for Asmon to farm from him. The crop has dried up. The earth is dry and crusty. He's moved on to plenty of other stuff that he can talk about and continue to be successful. Other people have moved on from Hasan. For a while, I moved on from him. For a while, I would not watch any, when I would react to Red videos, I stopped watching Red videos for quite some time because the subject matter was always seemed to be about Hasan. And for a while, it was like, I'm fucking done. I'm tapped out with the Hasan bullshit because it's the same fucking thing over and over again. And me, Asmongold are not the only ones. Rev has moved on from Hasan because he's gotten boring. He's recycling the same bullshit over and over and over again. We tuned back in when there was the subpoena from the Treasury Department. Now that that's died off, the news on that's died off, we've moved on again. And now the only reason why anybody's paying attention is because now he's actually attacking Pegasus and actually threatening violence against Pegasus. And yes, what he has just said there is threats of violence against Pegasus. He's saying that Pegasus should be caned because he's basically exposing Hasan to the world. That's the only reason why we're tuning back in. Because otherwise, and he's done this absolute grifted pivot to being a capitalist instead of a communist and a socialist. Now, that I think is a much more salient point than him going after Pegasus. Him going after Pegasus has actually revealed the new twist in his grift, and this is not being talked about enough. How he has done a massive pivot from being a communist socialist grifter, because he doesn't actually believe in the first place, and he has now pivoted into capitalism by saying, I am an import-export magnate that does billion-dollar trade deals every day. That needs to be talked about more because it's completely antithetical to what he claims to have stood for years.
the other ones. This is enough. It's enough for me to know one.
Well, I guess I'm honored. I'm proud to be your number one op. I suppose I'm doing something right here. But dude, really? Instead of starting a family, you're here beefing with some dude on the other side of the world? But I feel like the clock is really ticking, man. Post the clock meme, you know? God damn, bro. It's time to settle down or something. All of these, constant crash outs cannot be good for your heart health. Maybe. All right, I will talk about you lesser and lesser until you fade from my existence, and then we can all be happy. But, if you choose to go down this path, I guess I have to keep responding, expect another 5,000 videos until the end of time. You say we're all, unemployed, but you've never met a man more unemployed than me, I assure you. I do this for pure passion. Other people might be in it for money or something. I already have all of that. I do this out of pure joy, pure love. I love talking about YouTube drama, streamer drama. So just hope that I get bored of you and I move on to somebody else. But, if you want to keep refreshing my memory about how much of a clown you are, You know, up to you. But yeah, good luck, man. Give Kaya a treat on me, you know? Right, so it turns out Asmongold is actually a big fan of the legendary series. Who
Yes,
would have
he
thought?
is.
Nobody can resist the allure. Here we go. Asmongold shows love to Pegasus. Is this a video about me?
And I'm pretty sure that Asmongold has like expressed how he liked Pegasus's content before. I don't think that this is anything new.
I love Pegasus.
More Pegasus says it's over for you. Oh, does he really? Let me see. Is there a video about me? More Pegasus? I'm actually really curious if there's a video about me. The Asmongold allegations are in. Oh my god. He really, honestly, this guy, I love Pegasus. I think he's so funny.
Yeah.
He really is. Like, he goes around, and this is like a whole narrative. All he does is make drama about shit. Oh my god. He included full context, just clickbait. I know, I like Pegasus. I assumed that he included full context. I did. And so, yeah, I wouldn't have, I just assumed.
Do we know if Pegasus watched Shu and Alana's video? Oh, yeah. Like, he's quoted Shu and Alana's video as being the reason why Hasan started wearing suits. So yes, he absolutely did watch that.
That, right? I do. And so, yeah, it's a funny guy. And, you know, definitely, you know, like Hasan, it's kind of good, right? I mean, Hasan is being a socialist in a way that I don't think anybody really expected him to. I mean, Hasan is going to be putting Pegasus's children through college.
How long until Alana is his op? Never. Hasan will never go after Alana. Do you know why? Because Alana would easily simply eviscerate him and laugh while doing it. That's why. Alana doesn't give a fuck. She's got that Russian fire in her heart. She knows it. And he knows that if he goes after Alana, she will farm the fuck out of him, get rich off of farming him, and he will look like an absolute fucking moron, even worse than what Shu did to him. What Shu did to him was being kind. Okay, bear that in mind. The way Shu shamed him into wearing suits, that was her being kind. God forbid Hasan actually makes the mistake of going after Alana. Not only would she utterly destroy him and laugh her ass off while doing it, she would get bomb fucking birded by people. Because Hasan may not realize this. The VTuber audience is a hell of a lot bigger than his. And Alana is one of the upper echelon of the VTubing, like, community, I'll say. She is in the upper echelon of the VTubing space. So not only would she destroy him, but without her saying anything, and she wouldn't send Alana wouldn't send anybody after anybody, but without hesitation, the VTubing audience would absolutely dumpster him in a heartbeat if he went after Alana. Like, he will not go after VTubers because the VTuber audience is so much bigger than his, and it's kind of communal. Like, the people that are fans of Alana are fans of mine, are fans of Cha-Cha's, are fans of Revs, are fans of Straubs, are fans of Leafs. Like, the VTuber audience is, like, interchangeable across multiple streams. So it is probably 5 to 10 times the size of Hasan's audience. And so basically, it would be I am the storm that is approaching kind of fucking situation if he went after Alana. And again, she would destroy him and just laugh her ass off while she's doing it.
Not through socialism, but through ad revenue. And so good for him, right? What a nice guy. Works hard to pay his rent? Yeah, I guess so.
Well, that is true. Hasan is indeed funding generations of my family. I do appreciate the charitable contributions. Although I will say it's not just him, it's kind of everyone, to be honest. Any juicy YouTube or streamer drama goes down, I'm like a piranha, ravaging it instantly. They call me a milka, they call me a farmer, but they never call me wrong. No mere mortal can be this unemployed. But isn't that sweet? Asmin, big fan of the Legendary series. Just like Hasan, I'm his favorite channel as well.
More Pegasus made a dozen videos about you in the past few days. I love that guy. That guy is my favorite YouTuber, honestly.
At this point, is there any man, woman, child, alien who is not watching the most entertaining series in the entire galaxy? Absolute cinema. How wonderful. Much appreciated. People responded, Asmin acknowledges the Legendary series. And is this Ratatouille? Oh my god, it's Ratatouille where he eats like his favorite dish and it takes him back to his childhood. That is basically the Legendary series. I mean, not gonna lie, that's a amazing comparison. I'm flattered. At Mythic Horse, that's my Twitter. And it's not my thick horse. Why does everybody think it's my thick?
I don't know. That shouldn't be that fucking funny, but it is. That shouldn't be that fucking funny.
Thick has 2 C's, guys. Mythic, Pegasus is a mythical. Okay, looks like Asmongold really loves the Legendary series. Pegasus is literally the best of the slop tour. Aw, thank you. Because he's not overly aggressive towards the people he covers, even if he dislikes them, and he keeps the coverage fair. I try my best. I try my best. Sometimes I get carried away with the demon time, and you know I gotta clown on some people because you know they clown on me. So I gotta return the favor, but I try to be as fair as possible, as we all should. Guys uploading daily enjoyable slop nonstop. Thank you, Pegasus, for the Legendary series. I appreciate you. That is very sweet. Also, wow, this is I'm holding a heart, guys. Wow. This has melted my heart. This is very sweet. We got Barney Stinson's Legendary. It's actually not from that, believe it or not. I have seen How I Met Your Mother, but it's not from that. It just happens to be a coincidence. We got a hater. Pegasus literally just this image, but times the length by 5. Penguin Zero, I have no words for this. 9 minutes. Words speaking. Okay, so basically like a hater of like drama channels or whatever. By the way, being compared to Charlie is a wonderful compliment. If you think this is like a jab or something, I love Charlie. Okay, I think he's a great YouTuber. I see my power level is still increasing. Diabolical. Thank you, Patrick. Right, so there's been an unexpected meeting. Nina Lynn, the streamer who essayed 2 guys on camera and got a 1-week ban on Twitch, has now confronted Twitch CEO Dan Clancy. Nina Lynn spoke to Twitch CEO Dan Clancy about her multiple bans on the platform, and he was under the impression that she was still banned.
Hey, Dan, who's fan of you, man? Nice fan too. I know. I get banned here and there a lot, but... Oh, well, you push me on the tip a little. I know, just a little bit. But I try my best not to. I know you're banned right now or not? No, I'm not here. I will tell you one thing. So recently there's a scammer going around New York. I got him good. We called the cops on him and everything. But there was a scammer going around saying that he knows you and that you're going around banning people. And he almost got me caught up.
Yeah, no, her last ban lasted, I think, like 2 days. Like I think it was like 2, maybe 3 days. The ban she got for getting arrested because she was riding on top of that Amazon delivery, like, I don't know, tuk-tuk thing. She got arrested for it, and then she caught a ban for like, I think it was like 3 days. And that was it. Like, kind of like, it was like 2 or 3 days, which is like, we all knew that was going to happen. The fact, it's so funny. This started off with Dan looking at her and basically, like going, who the fuck are you? Like, the fact that she's not thought it out right now, he probably had no clue who she was. Because she wasn't like having her like titties spilling out of her top, and he probably had no idea. Because he knows her by tits, not by face.
Until I had to call some people and make sure. Right. So yeah, I just want to tell you. I don't ban anyone. I know, but I had to just tell you because it was crazy. Yeah. I had to do like the whole.
By the way, can I just say, dear God, is anyone else getting creeped out? Is anyone else getting creeped out right now. Like, with what he's wearing, I'm like legitimately creeped out with with how he looks with what he's wearing. I get it's I'm struggling to articulate what it's doing, but there is like some kind of like some lizard brain part of my brain is saying danger, danger, run away. It's like I don't know what it is, but I'm legit creeped out by how he looks. And like hang on, someone said something. Wannabe ghetto trash. Wannabe ghetto trash, who is who has a criminal record and is also a child abuser. Just as a reminder, this is not hyperbole. She's actually admitted on camera that she abused her younger brother so badly when they were young that they actually had to flee the country back to China because CPS got cold on them. That's real. She admitted that on camera, that she abused her brother so bad, physically abused her brother so badly, CPS was called, and they actually had to flee back to China in order to not have CPS deal with them. Last, she would like beat her brother. Just as a reminder, she abused her younger brother for years when they were children.
Like a whole sting operation on him because it was just, it was crazy.
It's crazy what people will do.
I know, and he was claiming that he was like Kai's manager on the whole thing. It was wild.
Why she's saying right now that she caught a scammer. What is she lying about?
So this is bad for a lot of reasons. First off, Nina Lynn is still unbanned. That's already strike fucking one right there.
Yeah.
Second off, this just proves that the Twitch CEO, Dan, is actually aware of Nina Lynn. So he can't even hide behind, oh, well, I don't know who the streamer is. I don't know who this literal heinous criminal on my platform actually is. He directly knows her. He knows exactly what she did. I mean, of course, she's probably in his gooning folder. He even directly responded to her.
But that's why he didn't recognize her. Because she's not wearing her gooning attire with her tits hanging out. That's why he didn't recognize her. Because all of these Twitch thoughts that he knows by tits, not by face.
She said that, you know, I get banned here and there from for some goofy shit, of course. And he says, oh, you push it just a little bit. And pushing.
When I say abuse, I mean beating up her brother. She basically physically, she said herself, she physically beat her younger brother for years until CPS got called and they fled to China to avoid CPS.
It a little bit is literally committing SA actual crime.
Yeah, see, if she approached Dan Clancy looking like this, he'd immediately know who she was.
And I find it interesting the Twitch CEO is talking to someone who's committed multiple essays on camera, captured on camera. What the fuck is wrong with you? Ban her immediately. Permaban her. Fucking call the police. Call the police and arrest her.
She's
I mean,
an
the
admitted
guys
child
are
abuser.
literally there saying they are uncomfortable. They did not give her consent. And here you are just buddy with her. It's actually crazy. And him asking, are you banned right now? Like, let me fix that real quick, you know? In case you were banned, you know, just a quick unban. Also, you know this guy is never washing his hands ever again. That shit is being like preserved in like epoxy, like a fucking museum or some shit. People responded, yeah, it's like they ban her and then unban her so quick. Even the CEO can't keep up anymore. I mean, he wouldn't need to keep up if he just actually enforced the rules and permaban her because this is a criminal offense. She even got arrested. I mean, she's done multiple crimes, shoplifting, nuisance in public. I legit
like bearing in mind the ban for the shoplifting, that was delayed. That was delayed by, I think, a week. It wasn't until a week after the shoplifting evidence like hit the airwaves that she actually caught like the ban for that. Same thing with the SAs. Like it was something like a week after the evidence of her sexually assaulting two men on stream hit the airwaves that she caught a ban. It was unbanned at 24 hours and then immediately caught the next ban for the second SA, but the first one didn't even kick in for like at least a week. And the only reason why it did kick in is because that information hit the airwaves and there was public backlash to Twitch. So of course Dan knew about it. Because if Dan didn't know about it, if Dan like didn't know about any of it, then why did it take a week to happen in the first place? It took a week because there was public outrage for it. It got to Dan's office, and Dan said, oh, yeah, okay, we should probably ban her because there's now public outrage. So all of this, like, pretending like he doesn't know who she is, bullshit. Absolute bullshit. Now, did he pretend like he didn't know who she was to try and distance himself from her because she's a piece of shit and he doesn't want it to seem like he knows who she is so he can have some kind of plausible deniability? That's a possibility. That's absolutely a possibility.
Legitimately don't know what needs to happen. I guess she needs to get into a car crash as well, like everybody else. Also, why is this guy always outside? Like, I swear he's always at a party or a concert or something.
It's young
do you
people,
actually do
especially
any
young
work
women.
at all? Do you do anything except go to e-girl parties, dude? Holy shit. Now, click this video. Thank you so much for watching. Interesting times. What can I say? Anyways, thanks for all the support as always. Clearly, it's making a lot of people mad, but hey, I'm enjoying it, okay? Hopefully, we can actually reach like episode 1000, you know, beat out like One Piece or something one day. Who knows? All right, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.
We entered a new era, chat. We have entered into what is it? The next Pegasus Hasan dynasty. The second Pegasus Hasan dynasty has begun.